few moments of the meeting to think about the things that are going on in our county and our system, our state and our nation, and about the many needs that we have. And so we take this time for prayer and reflection. And so if you will take a moment with me, please. Thank you. All right, so the first thing we'll be doing is looking over our agenda, and I said in our work session that since we had executive session in the work session, there was no need for that. So the executive session there will be struck. So we will not have executive session here. That will be struck. So we're going to strike that one. We had a couple things that we were combining just on the lengthy personnel and employments and coaching assignments. And other than that, do we have a motion to approve the agenda with the removal of executive session?
I'll make a motion.
A motion?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor of approving this agenda with that removal, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. So now that we've got the agenda approved, I'd like to make a motion to table item A under general business.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion to table item A.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving the tabling of item A, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item A has been tabled. Under B, consider a motion for any corrections, additions, or deletions to the February 26, 2025 work session and board meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving those minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. C, consider a motion to approve the financial statements and list of reconciled bank accounts for February 2025. Those are attached. Total payroll expenditures were $4,685,822.32, and the non-payroll expenditures $1,471,973.23.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving the financial statements, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. D, consider a motion to approve the purchase of $105,590 from Anatomage Incorporated to purchase Anatomage equipment for the health science labs. This is through a CCR grant fund.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving this grant purchase, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. E, consider a motion to approve the purchase of $52,058.98 to Mobile Communications America to enhance mobile communication for our transportation.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving this purchase, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. F, consider a motion to approve the registered behavioral technician job description that was presented at our last board
I'll
meeting.
make a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving that job description, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. G, consider a motion to approve the intervention specialist job description that was attached and was also presented at our last board meeting.
I'll make a motion.
A
Second.
motion approved. A second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving that, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. H, consider a motion to enter into a loaner agreement between the Jackson County Board of Education and High Country Automotive, LLC for a 2025 Toyota Sienna. I think that's a minivan.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving that lease, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I, consider a motion to approve the contract between the Jackson County Board of Education and a school nurse to provide bus transportation for a student.
Make the motion.
We have a
Second.
motion, and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving that contract, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. J, consider a motion to approve the contract between the Jackson County Board of Education and Jeff Middleton to provide consulting services.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving that contract with Mr. Middleton, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. K, consider a motion to approve the contract between the Jackson County Board of Education and Deborah McCray to provide school improvement specialist services.
Make the motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second. Mr. King, any discussion? All in favor of approving that contract with Deborah McCray, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. L, consider a motion to approve the contract between Jackson County Board of Education and Monica NAVA to assist with the spring musical.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second, just for discussion, that spring musical will be held here at the KDCIA, and it has students from all over Jackson County.
It's Peter Pan.
Peter Pan this year, and do you know the dates? This
It's May, yes, I have them.
May 15, 16?
Starts on the 14th as a school performance.
School and then the weekend.
Okay. Okay.
That's right, 15th, 14th through the 17th.
All right. Sounds good. So if you have a chance, come out and watch that production. So we have a motion, a second, with some explanation and discussion. All in favor of approving this contract, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. M, consider a motion to approve the adoption to the curriculum from the state adopted list.
I'll make a
We have a
motion.
motion,
Second.
second, under discussion.
Sleep.
Ashley, do you want to speak on what we got there?
I was going to tell you, I talked to Dr. Ness earlier today. You guys approved the science adoption committee, so that was just parents and teachers from the community in all schools. And they chose these. It actually wasn't my choice. They chose those. And what they did was people presented, we created a PowerPoint, and they listed out all the pros and cons for each company, and this is the ones that they chose.
Okay, thank you very much. We have a motion and a second to approve that adoption. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. N, consider a motion to approve the purchase of 4 through 8 science curriculum from Savas for $275,502.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second. Any discussion, or Ashley, do you want to speak on that?
I'll just kind of tell you guys about N and O, if that's okay. These are our middle school and our high school curriculums. Those are the quotes for what you just approved. For M, and that includes for 6 years. So if you spread out that price per student over the course of 6 years, it's between $20 and $30 a child. So it's actually extremely cheap for a hardback book. And Dr. Guest has some of those. They also get consumables each year too. They get like a writable notebook and a lab notebook.
Good.
Didn't you mention this during your presentation, that most textbooks now is going to go to consumables?
So those in Dr. Guest's hands, and I think Mr. Knight had one.
Yeah, right here.
as well, that's on the top part.
Yep, that one.
Yeah.
This one here.
Those will come in, so I will order those. I already paid for the 6 years. I will be ordering those numbers and sending those to schools. Hardbacks will stay in schools, like classroom sets, and then the consumables will be on rotation every 6 years. So every subject, every year, we're going to be ordering consumables.
All right, thank you very much. So that was item M. We had a motion and a second with some discussion and explanation. All in favor of approving that purchase, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. O, consider a motion to approve the purchase of 9 through 12 curriculum from Cengage Learning for $164,570.
I'll make a
Have a
motion.
motion?
Second.
Second. Discussion. Miss Ashley, no, I'll come back to you.
It's just those, the books that you know.
Okay.
The
All
same
right.
as
All right, perfect.
the.
All right. So, having that explanation with a motion and a second, all in favor of approving that purchase, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. P, consider a motion to approve the purchase of Juniper switches based on, this is Alabama Joint Purchasing Agreement from Clear Winds Technologies for $370,660.58. And this is going to be paid with our E-rate funds and a little bit of matching funds from the system. Do we have a motion?
Motion. I'll make a motion.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second. A little discussion. Derek, do you want to speak on this?
So that's gonna be paid, we are an 85% district, so 85% of that will be paid through federal E-rate funding that I apply for. The rest will be paid out of the local technology fund, and we hope to get that by July 1st, and that will replace 593 classroom switches in every classroom in the district.
And the E-rate that we apply for, and there's a lot of work goes into getting that money. And I've heard E-rate since I was a teacher, and Dr. Guest used to handle that.
It's not fun, but
Yeah,
that's how we get funded, so.
yeah, it's real money, and it's been a big help to the district for many, many years.
Absolutely.
And so we appreciate that, and everybody who works to get that gathered up. So we had a motion, we had a second. That's correct, Jenna? We did have a motion and a second. We had a discussion from Derek. And all in favor of approving the purchase of these Juniper switches, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Under personnel, in our work session, we said that we could group these together. So we will consider a motion to approve the leaves for the individuals in items A through E.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving the leaves for the individuals in items A through E, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Under resignations, we have 3 of those, and so we will take those in one motion. I think everybody was good with that. So we will consider a motion to accept the resignations for the individuals in items A through C at their designated time.
I'll make a
We
motion.
have a motion?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving the resignations in A through C, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Under employments, we had 2, and some of those were, and item B has several listed out there, but I think we're going to take those in one motion. So we would like to, under employments, consider a motion to employ the individuals indicated and identified in items A through B at their designated time and designated location.
I'll make a
We
motion.
have a motion?
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor of approving the employments in items A through B, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries, and it brings us to coaching assignments. And just to note, Jenna, that Mr. Knight is going to be abstaining from these. So we have coaching assignments, and we have individuals in A through E, and there are multiples. So we will take these in one motion to approve the individuals for coaching assignments in items A through E at their designated times, designated locations.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second. Any discussion on coaching assignments? All in favor of approving those coaching assignments, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Davidson, you have some announcements.
I do. First of all, I want to get some congratulations to our 11th graders across the county. Our 11th graders are located at our 6 high schools. Their ACT is our big performance indicator. That's the state assessments given to those guys, and we were at a very high participation rate, which is always the goal. And so they did an outstanding job, and I give a lot of credit to the high school principals that got that, all their students there on that day. Also, I want to recognize Hollywood School. They were here in the audience tonight. They have been recognized as one of 100 schools across the state of Alabama that is now a Purple Star Military Support School. Big hand. What that signifies is to the area that we live in, North Alabama, that if there's a military family looking to move here or they're being placed in North Alabama, when they decide that they're going to buy a house or they're going to live in North Alabama and send their kids to school, that this is a school that's distinctively set apart as recognizing and supporting military families. So great job. I expect this to be the first of all of the Jackson County schools to be recognized as a Purple Star school. So great job. We've already recognized the ladies that were here earlier, but I want to call their names out again that participated in the Civics B. And not only did they participate, but they won. They came in first and third place, and that's Miss Krista Manning from Skyline, first place, and Miss Keely King from Skyline, third place. And both young ladies will move on to the state round in Montgomery for a chance to qualify to go to nationals in DC. Some dates for you guys to know. Spring break is coming up. Spring is in the air. It is March the 31st through April the 4th is the Jackson County spring break. Once we get back from spring break, and even before, we're in the middle of testing season. So a lot of ACAP testing will be occurring and is occurring now. So we are in spring testing mode. One other date, and there's 2 big events that happen on this day. It is Friday, April the 25th. Mark your calendars because that is one of the greatest days, if not the greatest day in Jackson County schools. That is our Exceptional Olympics at North Jackson. Mr. Harding and his crew does an amazing job each year putting on that event. That's going to be Friday during the day at North Jackson on the 25th of April. And that evening, I want to support our local Impact Learning Center and their annual luau. Several of us are on that board, and we all know that the charitable organization that the Impact Learning Center and how they repay our school system greatly, and they support our teachers and everything that we do. So let's support them with the luau. And other than that, just looking at the calendar for the next regular work session and board meeting, if you will look at your calendar for April 16th.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Davidson, for those. So our Next regular meeting of the Jackson County Board of Education, work session will be at 5, meeting will be immediately to follow that. Board members have any other announcements? Then I make a motion to recess this meeting of the Jackson County Board of Education until Wednesday, March the 26th at 7 o'clock when it will be reconvened.
I'll make a motion.
All right, we have a motion.
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for being here.